Guys, if you didn't know, I do have active exhaust on my 2024 Mustang, and I'm going to go through all the exhaust modes and how they all sound. If you're looking to get an Xpipe for your Mustang, either 2015 all the way through 2024 Mustang, this is the video to be watching, because I do have a Ford Performance Xpipe on my Mustang. How it's going to sound, I'm going to go through all the exhaust modes and explain them all, and we'll do some revs and some flybys for you guys. We're going to do a cold start. Every time the car starts, it starts in normal mode, unfortunately, but I do have a video on how to start the car in track mode every time, which is up here somewhere. But here is the cold start, Ford Performance Xpipe, normal mode. Here we go. It's still pretty loud. It does start to die down a little, but it is in normal mode. I don't know if you guys can see the valve, but there you go, it's dying down a little bit. Like I said, the car does start in normal mode, and here's all the exhaust modes: normal, quiet, sport, and then track. We're gonna go get some revs and some flybys and warm the car up a little bit, because like I said, that was a cold start. So we're out here in the middle of literally nowhere in Mexico. It's super windy out. Do some revs in quiet mode, normal mode, sport mode, and track mode. All four modes for you guys. I'm gonna rev up to like 2K or 3,000 RPM and then rev it all the way up to 5,000 RPM so you guys can hear the Ford Performance Xpipe if this is what you want to do. exhaust modes, quiet, normal, sport, and track mode. Which one was your guys' favorite? It's really hard to tell. between sport and track mode. They sound super similar, but obviously track mode, the valves is wide open, and on sport mode they're slightly shut. It's not as open as track mode. I did a light acceleration and then a heavy acceleration between all the modes, and then I also revved it up to a 2K, 4K, and 5K for you guys. And then at 5K it does a little backfire because that's the rev limiter, and it bounces off the rev limiter. Then I left a fat burnout. Unfortunately, we didn't get it in the video because there was a bunch of cars going back and forth in Mexico. It was getting super annoying. I had to do a bunch of 3-point turns and million-point turns, not even 3-point turns, but it was getting super annoying. And then as soon as I was leaving, a cop started driving by, so I think someone could have called the cops on us or something, but whatever. I mean, I wasn't really doing anything bad. So if you're debating on getting an Xpipe, I definitely think you should get an Xpipe. Getting rid of the center resonator is a must-do. It's one of the first things I did. The Ford Performance Xpipe is pretty good, the Steeda Xpipe. All the Xpipes are literally the exact same. It just depends on like what stainless steel they use. I think the Ford Performance one uses like 409 grade. I think Steeda uses 304. 304 is better than 409, I'm pretty sure, but I mean, I got the Xpipe for like 50 bucks because I use my Ford points. So, but all the Xpipes literally identical, and it just comes with clamps. You could get it welded on too if you wanted to. I definitely recommend getting an Xpipe because it really wakes up the car a lot more than stock. Stock sounds good as well, but the Xpipe, it just wakes it up way more. It's super loud. Honestly, like, I'm not even really worried about spending $2,500 on an exhaust because I'm happy with the Xpipe personally, but I do want to get a full exhaust eventually because then you get the 3-inch full diameter exhaust system. So probably when I get long tube headers, I'll probably get an exhaust as well, so we can just get the whole thing and get it all done at one time. Cops are behind me now. We might be getting pulled over on live camera right now. I doubt it. Yeah, definitely recommend getting the Xpipe. The Xpipe gives you a more raspy tone, and the H-pipe gives you a more of a deeper tone. It's not super deep. The H-pipe does still have some rasp to it, but the X-pipe is more raspier. So if you like a little bit more raspierness, that's not even a word, but if you like it, your exhaust to be a little more raspy, definitely go with an X-pipe. If you want it to be a tad bit more deeper, definitely go with an H-pipe. But I know they also make double X-pipes and double H-pipes. Personally, if I were to get long tube headers, I'd go with a double H-pipe because headers really open up your exhaust a lot more, and it gets super raspy, like it's obnoxious. It's really all personal preference. I do love the Xpipe, and I'm really happy with it. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let me know what you guys want to see next. 12 is still following me back there. I'm not gonna lie, I've made like 2 turns and he's still following me. We're also in quiet mode too. I've been in quiet mode because I've been recording this video, so you guys, it's not too loud in the cabin. But he did a full stop and he's going. I'm surprised I even saw a cop do a full stop. That's a surprise.